Hey everybody, it's India Love here at Famous Birthdays, answering questions that you guys have for me. So let's get started. What advice do you have for someone that wants to grow their social media? My advice I would have for you would be location is very important of your photos. It might seem like you can just take a cool picture on a white wall and that's gonna get love, which it might, but I think that photos do way better when people put a lot of effort into it. So the background's very important, the lighting's very important, and just the clarity of the photo. So whatever camera you use, make sure that the lens is wiped off and that everything looks really clear, and just put effort into it. That's all I have to say. What are some of your hobbies outside of what's portrayed on social media? My hobbies. Tennis is a new hobby for me. I love tennis. I have a personal trainer that I call sometimes when I have the time. So tennis is good. I'm starting to cook now, so that's a new hobby of mine that I'm getting, getting used to, I guess, what I would say. My mom never really taught us how to cook when I was living with my mom. So now that I live by myself, it's kind of more of a challenge, as being an adult. Adulting is very hard, by the way. Okay, another question. Do you have any favorite YouTube channels to watch? I don't at the moment. I don't really watch YouTube as much as I want to because I don't have a lot of time. But I'm going to look into this, so I'll let you guys know. What people have inspired your musical projects? I would say Khalees has inspired some of my music videos and things of that sort. I think Khalees is an amazing artist, especially a dope visual artist as well. And who else? Nicki Minaj, her style, everything about her is really, really dope. She's very inspirational to me in my music ways. Yeah, that's good. 2 people is good. Alright, cool. What's your favorite food to snack on? I always get 2 bags of chips when I go to the liquor store or gas station or anything. I have to eat them both at the same time. So open one bag, open the other, and I get 1 of each. And I get hot fries in one hand, and then there's like lemon Lay's in the other hand. So I have to eat those 2 at the same time. That's my combination. So thank me later. What's your favorite TV show? TV show. Power. Power is my favorite TV show. Boom. Shout out to Power. What's your favorite social media app? Right now I would say Instagram. I was a snapper. I was on Snapchat a lot. I actually use Snapchat now. I'm sorry, Snapchat, but I use you guys for your filters, and then I put it on my Insta story. So yeah, sorry, but Instagram's my favorite right now. It's in first place. What would your dream vacation spot be? Right now I want to go to Iceland. I'm into the gloomy, dark look with it. Actually, I heard the water's really warm. So I think that's really cool that it looks really, really cold, but the water's really warm. So that's been on my mind. Also Thailand. I want to like ride an elephant and like feed the elephants and do all that cool stuff. And take cool pictures, of course. But, it's all about the experience. What would you tell your 13-year-old self? This is a really good question. At 13, okay, this is really important. What would I tell my 13-year-old self? I would tell her to be very cautious, very, very cautious of men especially, but I mean boys at the time. But just of people in general, be very cautious of who you trust. Don't trust anyone, by the way. I would tell her that, and I would tell her to tone it down on the social media. Like when I was 13, I feel like those were my starting days of just me being on social media. So I would tell her to keep it as exclusive as possible and try not to show as much of yourself as possible. Because I feel like maybe I kind of, sort of, in a way, exposed myself a little much. I just kept posting pictures, whatever. And when I was younger, I mean, I posted a lot of bathing suit pictures and things of that sort. So long story short, I would probably tell myself to just slow it down, pace it, let life be life, and be young. And, keep your youth is very important. And don't try to grow up to be a grown-up so fast, because being a grown-up is very hard. So that's what I would tell her, and I hope I get to do that one day so I can go back, whatever. Do I have any upcoming projects? Yes. So I am dropping a song and visual every month. And so next month, well actually it's this month, September, I have a song coming out, and it actually like enhances self-love, and I talk about loving yourself and just being very important in my life. And yeah, that's something that you need to really look into, and it's coming very, very soon in September, so stay tuned for that. And there's one more question. What are some of your future goals? In the future, very soon, I aim to make this learn book for this group home called the Dreamcatcher Foundation. I do want it to, like, you know, eventually get into mass production and do a lot of group homes, so like do the book for them. But I would do a learn book in the sense of like it's kind of like a magazine, giving young girls information on like just life and how to be young ladies, how to act, what not to do, what to do, some fun facts type stuff, self-love, you know, just good motivational things for them to look to every day. Kind of like a devotional in a way, a daily devotional, some type of like activity to where they can go to their book and like feel like they are, you know, self-empowered and feel like they're actually doing something good. So I want to get that book done for sure. That's something I want to get, you know, done in the future. I have a baby hairbrush that's coming out really, really soon. Can't wait for that. So that's going to be in the works. Get my baby hairbrush. And I'm working closely with Masters of the Sun, which is will.i.am's graphic novel. And we're starting to do a spin-off of me and my own graphic novel with Marvel and everything of that sort. So yeah, those are a few things that I have in the works that I can't wait to share. Well, thank you guys so much for listening and looking at me here at Famous Birthdays. If you didn't already, go get my newest single, Trouble, on all streaming platforms, even on World Star Hip Hop. Make sure you look at my visual. You're going to be stuck watching it. And be sure to follow me at India Love on Instagram, and Love India W on Snapchat, and India Love INC on Twitter. And yeah, thanks for having me.